the first Vice President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Sheyi Akinwumi, reading out some of the decisions, some of the results, the names of the members of the new NFF Executive Committee. Dumnadi Okonta pointed it out. 11 members were elected yesterday. They joined 4, or let me say 3, because the Premier League is still there, still vacant. They have not done elections into the Premier League. So they joined 3 others that are still there. That's the Nigerian National League, Chairman Emeka Yama, the Women's League, the Lichukwu Oyedinma, and the Amateur Nationwide League by Adamu Kawu. Those 3 joined these 11 as 14, and we wait for when the league will have elections, the Premier League, and then it will complete the 15-member board. Before we go on a quick break, let me just read a few comments on Twitter. Somebody says one of the highlights, Prince Akanim, at Akanim Prince, says one of the highlights of 2014 for him was the local coach, obviously talking about Stephen Keshi, returning Nigeria to the second round of the Mundial. That's the World Cup. Keshi, the first time in 16 years we'll be getting to the second round was by Stephen Keshi. That's coming from Prince Akanim. Maybe one of the highlights as well. But a lot of people will want to tell you that we should be going beyond second round at this stage. But then, for the past 16 years, we've never gone beyond the first round, and it happened this year. That's what he says. James Osai is asking us a very interesting question here. He says, Sepp Blatter congratulating Amaju Pinnick confirms the fact that that's the election that FIFA has recognized and has endorsed, and is also asking if the Honorable Minister has congratulated Amaju Pinnick yet. I'm not aware that the Honorable Minister has congratulated him, but the DG, but they sent the DG to the elections.
I think they should leave the minister out of it.
Leave the minister out of it,
because we have a way of reading meanings to everything.
Everything.
If the man congratulated, they will still leave interfering.
Yes.
He has not said anything now, so let's leave him out of it.
And the National Sports Commission were represented, fully represented at the election, so you don't need
that's an endorsement in itself.
Yes, the DG was there, 2 directors, the House Committee on Sports, Ojoba and Yakmut.
It's an endorsement in itself.
So I don't really want to read meaning into the minister now saying that, because the Sports Commission were ably represented at the elections, and let's not create that impression that maybe this one is supporting or this one is not. I think the minister, from his body language, clearly says let everybody move on and forget about the crisis, and we hope that will be the situation as well. But it says, I saw a tweet here just now that, Engineer Arum Mustafa says, finito. FIFA congratulating Amaju, settles the case, finito. It means in final, seals it. But sometimes final may not be final.
That's why I said it's not left for the man who is there now
to really,
so the way he is able to chat, the way
bring everybody together. That's a huge responsibility for him. All right, let's move on from the issue of the election. Let's come to your territory very quickly. Before we do that, I think we'll just go for a break, about a minute, catch our breath. When we return, we will be talking about the Globe Premier League. There was a rescheduled game played today in Jos at the Rampant Stadium, and then this man is going for the women's tournament.
Why are you always saying?
We'll talk about the girls, because at last those foreign-based players are coming into town. So join us again. Plenty more for you on Sports Tonight. All right, thank you for staying with us, and time for us to talk about the Globe Premier League very quickly. Dumnadi Okonta, the game was played today.
Yes.
The last outstanding game.
No.
There are still some outstanding games to be played.
The Lobby Nembe City game.
Oh, that's the only one. That's the only one remaining. I thought, oh wow, that one is just 2 minutes.
But you see an outstanding game.
You see an outstanding game of 2 minutes. But what happened today in Jos?
In Jos, of course, Giwa FC defeated Nembe City instead of the normal 3-0 walkover. But it was 2-1, so it shared 2-1 in favor of Giwa's FC.
Where does this leave? We know Nembe is bottom of the table.
Nembe is where they are. So at the last table.
20th position?
20th position, and Giwa has moved on to 6th position. So 2 goals scored by Amos Giang. So that puts Giwa, of course, in the
Sixth on the log.
In the log, but it's closer to
Impressive performance of Giwa this season.
Yes, they won
first season in the league. Rubbing shoulders with the big boys.
Yes, and of course they've got one victory on the road. They beat FC Taraba, so that shows that the team looks good, both home and away. They're a good side. This is a young set of players, but this is their first season and a very young man on the bench, Dokudi. And he did a marvelous job with this team.
All right, so that's the result of the outstanding game. So we're left with just one outstanding game, and that would be Nembe hosting Lobi Stars. Well, now that Lobi...
Is it Bini?
Yeah, I was going to say it. Now that Nembe are back in Omoko, because Edo is not ready to host two teams because of the logistics, where will that game be played? Probably in Omoku, but behind closed doors. Yeah. So they'll just go play 2 minutes.
But the other game was not played behind closed doors.
No, there was I think a tweet on the
from the LMC that the game will now be played in Omoku.
Twitter handle that the game will be played in Omoku, but behind closed
doors. All right, so that's the latest now. Nembe Lobi will be played in Omoku behind closed doors.
Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Penalty. It starts with the penalty to Lobi, and then after that, 2 minutes. Anything can still happen in that game as well. But only let's talk about the girls very quickly. Good news. Coach Okon had been worried before now that the foreign-based players is not able to see what they look like, but at last they are in.
Yeah,
and the coach is impressed with the quality that he's seen.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows the quality of Desire Panos here, Pepe Chankwacha and Onomebi and the rest of them. So there are no injury worries, and it's good for Edwin Okon that he has, all the players that he wants to use for the tournament. But I think the sore point is, I think about yesterday or 2 days ago, when a list was released and there was a counter.
Yeah, it was an administrative lapse.
Why would there be an administrative
lapse? No.
Why?
And I want to reason along the line of the NFF. At that time, they had not seen any of the foreign-based players, and they were not sure if anybody was going to still withdraw. So they were still keeping the girls in camp, those girls that have been dropped, in case any of them still makes the team. But if they are aware that they are out of the team, the spirit drops.
So the truth of the matter, we've said it, that those girls that were dropped are even fit enough to go to the World Cup. Those were the girls that came back from the under 20 World
Cup. But how would you feel if you are in the team and you have seen your name has been dropped, and the foreign-based players are not yet in camp?
That's why I said, and those ones you have not seen, tell them to remain at their clubs. Thank you very much, European club. Hold on to your players. We have players that can go to the work. The guys that were dropped, Lobeta Ila was part of that team. Chiwondu, who have been on 17 and 20. These are guys that will play at the World Cup. And I even mentioned this. So
Ochechi Sunday too dropped. But Onye just talked about the quality of the foreign players. That you couldn't have gone to the tournament without those girls if the clubs released them.
Yes, we agree that these are top quality players.
Yeah.
But this kind of administrative lapses, has a way of.
It's not that the name has not gone to CAF. No, the name has gone to CAF. It's just for the girls in camp, not to have a dampened spirit.
Yesterday, the Bayana of South Africa released, and there were no controversies.
They named their squad.
They named their squad.
Are we Bayana?
Okay. What you are saying now is that.
Understand the situation.
Okay, it's a particular problem.
The name has gone to CAF for the African Women's Championship, but they don't want those players training to know that they've been dropped, so that their spirit does not drop until the foreign-based players come to camp.
What if the players wake up on one moment and the club said we are holding on to these 5 players?
And then the players that are in camp, you will replace. You still have a chance of replacing until the eve of the